this environment. All right, you let me know. Drop it on the chat here on Telegram on Zoom. So Monday is actually a very, very special day. It is the beginning of the week. Hold on, let's see. I have a very beautiful question for you guys. But before we get into that, we're going to get into our formation. Just a moment. I'm trying to set up our recording. We're already recording on YouTube. Take out some time, take a deep breath. Disengage yourself from everything that is an activity right now and just focus on one thing. You and the words that you speak. Just take a moment to think how the week is going to look like. And imagine how you really want to end the week. Imagine what's going to happen in the course of the week. Just think of everything you'd like to experience. Take a moment. You can actually close your eyes and just take a moment to imagine what your trading account looks like right now that you are growing. All right, see the development of your account, see the development of your strategy, see your approach in the market getting better and better. See the result of your discipline playing out. Yes, in your documentation, in your trading results. See you become more confident of taking your trades. See you losing, but you are not moved. The confidence of losing effectively with discipline is a great progress. See you making profits and becomes normal. It's not like it's a gift to be profitable. It's not like it's a miracle to be a profitable trader. It's a standard that you are creating. See you becoming a better version of yourself. I'd say it belongs to me. This is my reality. Say to yourself that my reality is that of progress. My reality is that of increase. My reality is that of productivity. Declare to yourself that I'm a better version of myself in my growth mode. Every day I grow. Every day I make progress. I am conscious of growth. I am conscious of becoming a better version of my trader. I am investment oriented. I'm an investor in the market that understands the quality and the qualities of good investment. I treat every of my trade as an investment. I know when to enter the market and I know when to exit. I don't gamble. I am an investor. I invest wisely. I know how to operate and manage money. Money is a servant to me. It's a tool that I use to get more tools. I am an excellent trader. I am a stable trader. I am a wise trader. I am a good technical analyst. I am a disciplined trader. I am always seeing the right opportunities to trade the market. I'm winning always. Yes, the market is not a gamble space for me. It is a space for me to practice proper growth. I am an evidence of successful trading. I am growing massive trading accounts because I am a profitable trader. I am disciplined to follow the course of profitable trading. I understand, yes, that it takes knowledge of position, knowledge of strategy, and knowledge of money management. And I apply myself effectively. This is my reality this week. It is done. All right, if you believe, put it is done in the chat. Put it is done. I'll take the next couple of minutes. I'll take the next couple of minutes. Before we get into our money session, one of the things we do effectively every Monday, is there's a mindset for the week. And one of the big questions that popped in my mind before I started the session is, how do you end your day? That's a question for everyone right now. Type it on the chat. How do you end your day? What's the activity around your day's end? It's actually, in the journey of growth, there's what I call intention. One of your greatest skill is the skill of your intention. This is a powerful skill set that operates everything you're going to become, everything you have become, everything you will become. All right, is controlled by these two powerful things: your attention and your intention. All right, being able to manage your attention, all right, and your intention, okay, is your productive mode. Man is a creator. All right, it's either you're creating or you're experiencing. So a lot of people are in experiential mode, and guess what? Life is already programmed against you when you stay on the side of experiences. All right, you are supposed to be a creator, okay, before you become someone who experiences. No. Now, a lot of people do not understand the power of creation. They do not even get into the mode of creation. They just experience. You woke up today, the day is going to end. All right. Now, one of the shifts for me is being conscious that, okay, before I say that, I need to pick your mind right now, your consciousness, to the question I just asked. You are in a journey, and in your journey, there is a destination. In your destination, there is a there's a driver, there's a vehicle. All right, you're going somewhere. But the truth is, the consciousness of how you're going to that place really matters a lot. And this thing just popped into my mind, and I said, let me ask. Are we all in a journey? Are you conscious that you're in a journey? So if you do, one of the skill set of understanding how you're paying attention, or you're driving, or you're making a move in this direction up to this destination, all right, is the consciousness of how you end your day. So indulge me. It's just something to prime your awareness. Okay, what's the consciousness around the end of your day? What's your mind frame before you close your eyes and you sleep? What's your frame of mind? All right. I need you guys to indulge me. It's very, very important. Okay. How you do anything is how everything becomes. You are the product. You are the you are the producer of your product. Are we together? Put 100 on the chat. Okay. So let me go ahead. All right. Because I know some of you are shocked with the question. You don't even know how to answer this question. All right. You're thinking of how you're going to answer this question, because you are not truly intentional about how your day ends. And if you weren't intentional about how yesterday ends, today's not going to be any different. And if today is not any different, this week is not going to be any surprise. And if that's not a consciousness, the month is not going to be different, and the year is not going to be different. Because why? You simply do not understand how it should end. It's not what you begin. I say something in trading, and this comes back, everything I say is related to trading, but I'm operating from the standpoint of essence and principles. Okay, sometimes I'll do essential training. Okay, training on essence. Okay, I told you guys there are 4 levels to knowledge. All right, tactics, strategies, principles and laws, then essence. The fourth stage is essence. This is you looking at not the physical reality, but what creates the reality of the God factor. All right, then we have principles and laws. These are what guides every operation on the earth. Okay, then we have strategies, okay, and we have tactics. These are the how to do things, the get to do things, the way to manage things, okay, so that you can get into creation. Every creation mode needs strategies and tactics, okay, but to change realities, all right, you need to operate above strategies and tactics. The why, okay, which are principles. There is a principle to growth. There's a principle to operating money. There's a principle to everything on earth are laid out principles guiding them. If you do not understand the principles and you're operating the strategies that's why a lot of people are stuck, because why? They're in a journey, but there is no destination. There is no direction, but they are moving. They are in a journey. They don't know where they are going. Neither are they getting anywhere. Am I making sense? Are you guys with me? Put 100 on the chat. So the consciousness of how it end or how it should end was another breakthrough, mind breakthrough that I had. Mind breakthrough. Because if you could understand that there is a responsibility, you owe yourself, you are responsible for something, you should know how the day ends. So I can tell you how to start, but how do you finish? A lot of people don't know how to finish. I can tell you how to trade. Okay, but if I don't teach you, if you do not understand how to document, you won't finish well as a trader. Because without documentation, all right, there is no proper strategy. If you are not documenting your trade, you are not actually trading. You're just moving. Okay, if you want to grow to become a profitable, proficient trader, you need a trading system. You cannot get a trading system without documenting, all right, your activity through a period of time to get a statistics of how you trade. That's what makes a trading system. So if you have a goal as a trader, one of the operatives of your goal is at the end of a tenure. So let's say 3-month period or a 6-month period or a year period, there should be a target in mind of where you have made progress to based on the activity or the component of your trading. Okay, it means there's something very important. You have to track record. Everybody put track record on the chat. You have to track your record, track your activity. Why do you do so? Because you made a decision to actively do something. It comes back to the person who is the trader. You woke up today. What's your goal today? And I've broken down goals into 3 things. As a trader, as a person, you become the person who becomes profitable. All right, profit don't make you, the person makes profit. If you become the person, you will be profitable. But if you try to be profitable without becoming the person, you will be stuck. You will keep hitting blocks. So being the person is the most important thing. So what makes the person are 3 active things, ingredients, you may call it. Okay, number 1, what's your learning goal? Number 2, what's your earning goal? Number 3, which is the most important, it carries over 60% of your becoming. What's your growth goal? Money does not make you big. When you're big, money comes. A lot of people have the wrong illusion about money. So they do not pay attention to growth. Okay. So what's your learning goal? I know every one of you have an earning. You probably have set a record for earning. You set a record for probably what you want to learn. Okay. I don't know how many of you have set a record for how you want to grow this week, how you want to grow. So there's something about goal setting. You have to be intentional. So this is how you end your day. This is the consciousness of how you end your day. If you slept yesterday without appraising and looking back at your goal for the week, let's say I have a goal this week. I have a growth goal. I have an earning goal, or I have a learning goal. Okay, so let me take it to, because many people are very mindful of this topic. So I'll pay attention to learning. So you want to become a profitable trader. There are information that you require to become a profitable trader. So in your learning goal, there are knowledge about trading. It may be technical, it may be subjective to fundamental, it may be sentimental. Okay, what information do you have that you tell yourself you've been given? I will go through 2 to 5 videos, okay, every week. All right. And at the end, if you say you're going to go through 2 to 5 videos every week, it means you have to break it down intentionally into, okay, I'll spend 15 minutes or 30 minutes every day watching a video. Okay. That becomes the activity. It means you've been set on an action mode. How do you sleep? What's the consciousness before you sleep? All right. The person who say, this was my goal. I broke it down into every day, and this was the minute. Before I slept, I'll tick. Have I watched this video? Did I do well today? Okay, before I close my eyes and sleep into another day, was I productive today in my learning? And if you cannot tick that, all right, this is who you are. You're spending your power. You're spending time. You're not investing time. Did you guys get my awareness I'm trying to bring? So it means before you sleep, you look at your goal. That is why it's very important. You set goals and you write them down. And you're intentional about making sure you take out time in your day to appraise yourself. Am I being productive today? Did I watch the video? Did I read the book? All right. Did I invest time in becoming productive? Did I add value to someone else? Did someone benefit from me today? Because in your growth goal are set for other benefits. Okay. Did someone benefit? So you look at what can I do today that will benefit someone. That's part of your growth goal. Before you sleep, you appraise yourself. Who benefited from it today? And when you begin to, this is what happens when you are in that self-appraisal. If you didn't do well, you do better next day, because your consciousness, there is a feeling and emotion that you will use to go to bed. It's a feeling of hunger. You are praising yourself. I didn't do well. I want to do better tomorrow. Because why? There may be not an opportunity for someone to benefit, but you're going to be more intentional next day. You do this daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. You're going to become a better version of yourself that you were never before because of this intentionality. You told yourself you're going to read 2 books to develop your mindset about management or productivity or sales, and guess what? In a day you've not read 2 passages. You say you were busy all through the day. Life is leaving you. You're not living life. Am I making sense? So how you end your day is how you're going to start the next day. If you ended your day unproductive, you just slept without appraising your activity. Because guess what? Many of you are living life like everything is okay. The truth is everything isn't okay. All right, you're late. So many of you are late on bills. Many of you are late, you're back in your finances. All right, you're struggling helplessly, but you're sleeping carefree. You have the attitude of a successful man, but the work ethics of an unsuccessful person. If that doesn't change, all right, nothing is going to change. Am I making sense? If you guys get the drift, you guys get the consciousness of what I'm trying to say. So before I sleep, I feel good. There's a consciousness that always makes me feel good every day before I sleep. Because why? There's a feeling that someone has benefited from me. Someone has learned something better because I was existing. It's part of my growth goal. I'm impacting, all right, hundreds of people. Now my goal, I'm setting it to 1,000. And every day I'm intentionally doing something to make sure the foundation for 1,000 people to benefit from me is. So every day there's an addition. I know that I'm making progress in my growth goal. Guess what? I'm making progress in my earning goal. Okay. My learning goal, I'm making progress, though I don't really have a lot of learning goals when it comes to trading right now. I just have a lot of giving goals. Okay. So how many people I'm going to impact with this knowledge that I'm making every day. I get worried when I appraise myself and I see that there is no, I become worried. I ask that same night, I'm going to ask myself, what am I going to do tomorrow? So I wake up into a consciousness of an activity that will make my yesterday delete. I don't want to have that bad yesterday today. I make sure I do something. That is creation. That is the mind of a creator. Am I making sense? Things won't just show up in your life. The blessings, the doors are always open, but you are the one who walks into them. Okay. And there has to be a preparation in mind that is ready. Success will just happen to you. Okay. You have to be prepared for it to happen. All right. Put 100 if you got this mindset. Okay. The mindset of you are your appraiser, you are a creator. Before you sleep, appraise your day. If it is empty, your tomorrow will be empty. Okay. So make sure you fill your day with an activity that you can appraise. Learning Go. I watched 2 videos. Beautiful. Ticked. All right. I read, ticked. You see this consciousness every day. You find out that many of you have grown in knowledge. Okay. You've grown in income. You've grown in person. That thing you're chasing is just a matter of time. It will be a testimony. Okay. But that being said, are you guys ready to earn? And I know many of you are guilty already. How many of you are feeling guilty of this information that I shared with you? All right. You're feeling guilty or wasting your day every day. That is really what happens when you come to an environment that is focused on growth and learning. Many of you is just spending time. 24, we all give in 24 hours. It's a couple of, that's about 18,640 seconds, right? Am I correct? But some of you, all you do is just spend it. You're spending it, you're spending it. You're not creating a multiplication factor. You're just looking for experiences. All right. There's a scripture that I believe before I go into trading. I love the scripture because I saw it from a different perspective. Okay, a lot of people read the scriptures and they see it as a prayer point for receiving, but rather I saw it differently. He said, "It is I that giveth seed to the sower and bread to the eater." You know, very beautiful. Some perspective is everything. And another backing point is, I am the one that giveth power to create wealth. Ah, beautiful. But you look at, he giveth seed to the sower and bread to the eater. He's a God of supply, but he supplies you according to who you are. God does not make you who you are. Okay? God does not make you a sower. If you are a sower, he gives you seed. It's the same thing that he gives to the what? The bread eater. It's the same thing. Okay? But the sower is the one who understands that this that I have is to sow. But the same person receives that same seed and eats it. But it's the same supply. So who are you matters. A sower is productive, an eater is a spender. Be a producer. Am I making sense? All right. So I'm gonna get into, we're gonna be focused more. Today is Monday. My focus more is I attack the market from the standpoint of Mondays I observe. Okay. For Forex, I observe. Money in minutes, I need no observation. All right. Uh, Last week was very, very, very stagnant. We had some we hit some blocks last week because the market was consolidated. This was the only distribution last week. Okay, a lot of the market was in what? Consolidation. So hence, part of the activity in trading, okay, was a standstill. All right. But what I'm going to do right now, I want to focus on us just earning money in minutes. Okay, as we are going to look into the market and see, okay, what we're going to trade. So first is, as I'm going to analyze and I'm going to see what we're going to trade in Forex, I want to analyze what we can trade money in minutes. Making money in minutes is quite, how many of you realize that it's quite easier? Okay, so AUD is strong, JPY is weak. So AUD, JPY is going to be bullish. It should be bullish, but let's see if that passes. AUD, JPY, let's see. AUD, JPY is bullish on the 5 minutes, is bullish on the 15 minutes. It's bearish on the 1 hour. Let's see if daily. Okay, it's bullish on the daily. Okay, so we can trade AUD, JPY for a buy. So I'm doing money in minutes. Don't call, I shouldn't call it trade and take it in Forex. You're on your own. All right. We're going to trade Forex, but I want to set up our money in minutes so that when the trade comes, we're going to know where to buy and where to sell. We have two trading opportunities here. We trade Forex, the Forex market, and we trade HFX, which is money in minutes. That's time-based trading. If you guys are new, you make sure you slide into the setup on HFX. That's where you begin. Begin with knowledge and awareness, experience before practice, before understanding. You cannot understand before you practice. You cannot practice before you understand. You have to understand before you practice. And for you to understand, you have to experience. What did I just do? Okay, that was supposed to be a blue. Mm. Okay, very beautiful place to take this trade and attack this trade is going to be this area. This area is going to be very, very interesting to trade. So that's going to be my next watch out. 601 area and the 577 area are going to be my next watch out for a buy. Okay, for 5 minutes on AUD So I'm going to set an alarm there. That's going to be the best part since the market has hit here and it's not breaking above. So the market's in a bullish run. It has hit here. Okay, I perceive that the market is still going to come down. Since it's not going, if it goes up, a good buy will be it. So this is going to be the next good buy. All right. It has to break above this area, come back into this area. Okay, we're going to have a remarkable trade. All right. Market pushing back up. But if it's not that right now, it wants to come back into this level or this level. Okay, before you're going to find a good trade. So hence I'll be waiting for the market to play out this move. If it's consolidating, we're just going to wait for it to play out price. Okay, so that's AED Um, another thing we can also trade. So I'm doing setup, just setting up what we can trade. Then we prepare for the market. Let it come to us. Can't JPY, let's see. AED CHF, CAD CHF. All right, let me see CAD CHF. So CAD CHF is bearish on a daily. It's supposed to be bullish. We're looking for a bullish. CAD CHF wouldn't work. Let me see CHF. AUCHF is bullish on an hourly, bullish on a daily. Okay, so I think we can also trade. Though it's consolidating, but we can trade. It qualifies for a buy. AUDCHF. So let's see. The AUDCHF, the CHF pairs are quite cranky when it comes to weeks. This week's it knows how to wick a lot. So in the honor of this type of trading, you have to understand that the most powerful tool or element of your trading is not the trade, it's actually your managing trade. Okay, so you have to set a parameter for how you manage your trades. Okay, how many trades do you want to take today? What's the risk you're risking? Okay, because we may be seeing multiple trades, but it all comes back to your risk. Okay, so I've given you guys a plan of my this market is really consolidating. This is a lot of noise on this card. See, this is AEDCHF. So market is high right now. Let's see if market comes back down. We're just going to play with what it is doing. All right, here, good. Okay, if it comes here, it's also good. So these are the two areas. I'm not sure about here, but if it breaks up, comes back into any of the zone, we may be looking for this area. It's not a bad area, but price right now has to break above before this area is going to be exhausted. So you see this arrow here on my screen, this stochastic, it has to be on the green before I buy. Okay, so if it is consolidating, I don't do anything. It has to be there. When it is there, it's in a technical. Timing is on the 15 minutes better trade. Okay, better trade. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to drop an alarm anywhere here, though. Let's see. I'm also going to drop an alarm here. So I'm looking at so that you guys can do the same thing I'm doing. So this is 450 area. So you can set an arrow in your 450 area, okay? Or you can put it on your trading account this low. That's where we're waiting for. It comes there, fine. We take a trade for 5 minutes. If it doesn't come, we wait. So that's why I'm putting an alarm to just notify us. I'm also going to put an alarm here on AUDJPY at 6:52. Okay. So we wait. So while we're waiting, we can actually stretch out. Since I put an alarm, it's going to notify us. I can stretch out to Forex and see what we can trade for the day. If US, sorry, yes, 500, S&P 500, sorry, breaks above this area, that's a buy. Breaks above this area, that's a buy. And risk is going to be this swing low, okay? And the reward is going to be the next daily high. So there's quite a good buy. Okay, hold on. I think the next daily high is going to be here. It's not far. This is the next daily high. Okay, it's a short one. Wow. Market is looking. Okay. So the next daily high, where is it? I just put a, what did I just do? Oh, this is the next daily high. That's beautiful. Okay, good. So if market breaks above, it is better than it breaks below. Now, there's something I actually wanted to introduce in the course of a London breaker sniper. Okay, I may do it in the course of this week. Hold on, let me take this. I'll find time because I know you guys are getting smarter now. Okay, so I'll be looking out for S&P 500 break. That's going to be my preferred trade for it to break above, and I'm going to join in. So how am I going to join in? The moment this candle breaks and closes above this high, this first candle of the day, and closes, if 15-minute close, the trade is valid. Okay, and the risk is actually below that. That's going to be my approach. Now that I know that the position for the bullish is quite beautiful, so I'll go 1-to-1 is my first trade. Depending on where it closed, 1-to-1 is always my first trade. So you can actually target. Okay, the first exit should be all right this high. Okay, then you can go. I always get in twice. My risk is 1-to-1. Okay, this guy's still pushing up. So if I'm going to be risking $100, so let's say 2% of my trade is $100. Okay, 1% of my trade is $100. What I do is that I put $70 as TP1, then $30 for TP2. That's what I do. Okay, so this trade has a potential for almost 1 to 5. Has a good trade. It's actually a good trade. So if it breaks below, I'm not going to sell this trade until it closes below this area. So there's a short sell. The criteria for my sell is simple. If the trade has a 1-to-1 in it, I'll sell. If it doesn't, I won't. So let's say this trade comes and it breaks below right now. Okay, I want to see if the trade has a 1-to-1 to the previous day. So this is a previous candle. Okay, so there is a 1-to-1, so hence I might sell. Okay, if it breaks below this area. But what's going to cost me to sell this trade? The trade is bullish at the moment. Okay, so for me to sell it, it has to change character. And this is the swing low that created this break of structure and created a new high. So it has to break below this area before I'm going to sell this trade. Okay, so that's going to be my criteria for itself. If it doesn't break and close below this area, I'm not in. So that's going to be my criteria for a sell on S&P 500. Okay. So I can put an alarm here to notify me when it closes. So alarm is just my moderator. I may not be in the market, but what I do is I do my analysis, I do my setup, and I put an alarm. So alarm will notify me when it's breaking, and I will just check. If the candle closes, I will enter. I may be driving, I can do that. Okay. So that is, yeah, you guys have S&P 500 insight. I drop it on a chart. Okay. Let's see. This guy is bullying. Okay. So it is doing, so the good thing is it's playing this, all right? Which means automatically, since there's a break of structure, market is going to come back into any of this zone. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to push my level of interest up. If the market comes here right now, I believe it's going to be ready, okay, around the 486. Okay, that's going to be my waiting point, okay, for entry, 486. Yeah, any of this area now will become valid. Even this area will become valid. Makes it easy, okay? When there's a break, it's going to come back, and that is what we're going to be taking. Same goes to this. If it breaks heat here, I've already given this, so we're waiting. You guys have any question while we're waiting, you can also ask. All right, I've given you guys S&P 500. I'm going to do gold. Okay, so gold is also slightly, so this structure on gold, let's see. So I told you guys on price action, this is a break. Gold is going to come here and it's going to say, I did it. All right, and so gold is slightly in a bearish state. Okay. At the same time, if it is just price action, gold is in a bullish state. But overall, based on the scale of things, gold is on premium. This level is a premium level. Market broke. So this is a bearish structure. A market broke, changed character, and came back to this area is supposed to sell. Normally, this is where gold is right now. Okay. In a premium scale, gold is all right, is bearish in state. But based off on price action, just price action, when market consolidates, all right, so market consolidated here. So just so you guys see, whenever market consolidates, it breaks structure, retest structure. The closing above that structure is for price action, that's a bullish activity. All right. So yes, it has activated the sell, but in price action, All right. Based on market structure, sell has been, but this price action can determine if the market is going to break above the structure and continue upward. Okay. So this is actually a bullish state on gold. Hence, we are trapped in between an equilibrium where gold has activated. So here is a sell structure. It activated it. That money would have been made. I told you guys when you exit, when you take a trade, how many of you took this trade gold? Many of you didn't. All right. I called this on. I gave you guys this. Was it on Thursday? Okay, that's some money there right now. Okay, I said if it hit here and it closed. So if you, even if you did this, that's about, okay. If you did this, how many pips? That's about 63 pips. It's probably a one-to-one if you took that trade. All right. And if it's not a one-to-one and that's the reason you didn't take it, that's also fine. But I believe it gave a one-to-one. Okay, so let me see. So if you took this trade when it closed, okay, and you use this risk, let me see if it is done one-to-one. It is, okay, or slightly. Okay, slightly. It didn't actually. Again, it's back. It didn't. That was close. Okay, that is if you use this risk. Slightly would have done depending on what you picked. Okay, it would. But so the trade right about now is in an equilibrium state where it could go bullish and it could go bearish. But what's going to be your approach for today? That's going to determine, all right? Because you cannot know what the market is doing. It's your approach that tells you what you will do in the market. So seeing this market, if I want to go with price action, all right, I can decide to hold the sell and say, okay, Cambridge, all right, I want to hold, I want to sell the market. So how am I going to sell? Okay, market, this is a low. Okay, it has done a break of structure and it has created a high. What I want to do, if I want to sell, it means, yes, this market is bullish at the moment, but if it changes this slight character, it's going to sell. So I'm going to await market to break down and retest it, and I'll continue the sell. That's going to be my approach for a sell if I decide to want to follow the sell. Okay, I just have to wait for market to change character because it's slightly bullish now. Okay, overall scale, it is bearish, but price action wise, it is bullish. So what do you do when you have this what do we call conflict of character? You just wait for the market to go your direction. You wait for it to go your direction before you get in. Okay, so if this market comes and changes character, it breaks, take off this right now, it has gone bearish. The moment it does it, it's change of character. So what can you do when the market changes character? You wait for it to come back to any structure after changing of character. So if it changes character, it's going to come back to this structure, or it's going to hit this structure and it's going to sell. Beautiful. That is you getting in on the sell. And what's the potential here? Patient pays. It's just that a lot of people do not have patience. And the reason they do not have patience, they are not aware about market price action and market structure. So that is what I'm going to do for if I want to continue this sell. Except I'm already in, I shouldn't be getting in now. Okay, because the reason I got in was it broke, it retested, boom. So if that's not the reason you're in, then you should wait for structure to change because why? It's presently like bullish. So hence we're going to come to this. Okay. So now that the market is bullish, what am I going to do today? Okay. The first candle determines the move of the day. Now there is a character here. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys how I'm going to treat this trade, but very, very honest. Okay. Based on the application. So there are two ways to get in on the buy. Are you guys ready? To gold. You need to be patient on gold. Gold is a musician. You need to play its rhythm. If you don't, you're going to get burnt. Gold is going to pay you a lot. All right. But the truth is, before it pays you a lot, it's going to allow you to tame it. Many of you have not learned to tame gold. And that is because you're trying to tame the market rather than taming yourself. Okay. So before this, so this market moved the range. So you can see a ranging market. All right. And it is not okay to buy a market. Okay. Okay. It is not okay to trade a market for a buy under a ranging structure. Are you guys with me? This is quick knowledge now. I'm doing this quick knowledge because we're waiting for what? We're waiting for pay time. All right. Yeah. The market has hit here right now. We're going to be looking at, yeah. So alarm is already here, right? Good. So I'll set an alarm here as well. Are you guys following? It is quick knowledge I'm giving to you guys. You guys are not following. No response. Are you sure you guys are even ready to learn this market, or you guys are just looking for trade? Let me just find you guys trade. You guys are not encouraging to teach at all. What's happening in your minds? Come on, guys. What's happening in your minds? I just asked simple questions, and you guys are not excited. I'm about to do something. You guys are not excited about it. And guess what? The reason some of you are getting stuck in the market, getting blown up, getting confused, getting beaten, okay, are because of your own awareness about the simple things that I'm just unveiling as a trader. And you guys are not excited about them. The excitement level is so poor. I'm thinking if I should continue what I want to do right now. Because something just told me to stop. And you guys have to convince me that I need to continue. That's the honest truth. I have to be convinced to continue. I don't want to disobey my spirit. Every knowledge has a consequence. It's almost like the knowledge I want to give right now is consequential. Every knowledge seeks expression. So sometimes knowledge is not a blessing, it's a burden. So maybe you guys are not ready to receive the burden I'm about to hit. So maybe that's why my spirit is telling me to stop. Honestly, I'm very honest right now. I'm being very, very honest. So you guys have to convince me. I don't know what you guys have to do. You have to convince me to continue. I don't just call trade ideas. It is called market insight for a reason. Okay. I could just look at the market. I have the knowledge of what I want to do in this market right now. I could just look at the market and I tell you what to do. Okay, I'll send the chart. If you can get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you forget about it. Okay. Is that the kind of environment you guys want? Where you keep scrapping for knowledge. You want to know what's happening. How is he getting that area? You know, why is he looking at the market? You always want to be searching your heart, and you'll be figuring and dabbling yourself into things you are not taught. Is that the kind of environment you guys want? If that's the kind of environment you guys want, the best thing you want to do for yourself right now is exit the score, go on the Telegram channel and exit. Because why? You're going to be more confused here. Because that's not the kind of foundation I'm creating. Okay. So right about now, I'm going to give you guys how many minutes? What's the time? I'm going to give you guys 6 minutes. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes out of 6 minutes to convince me that I need to continue. And that's not by telling me continue. I have to know why I need to continue. You guys have 2 minutes. Continue, I mean, I'll continue with the session, but continue, I mean, give me water to drink. This my students are making me, they're stressing me. So let's say you're in a business transaction right now. You have a deal in front of you and someone says, I can offer you this deal because you're not ready for it. How are you going to prove to me that you're ready for this deal? Mr. Giles, I understand you 100%. So you pass on your reason. I'm waiting for others. Mr. Giles, I'm always putting the G factor on your name. 1 minute remaining. And one person will not pass for everybody. That's the truth. You know, I'm laughing. Okay. Some of you are not transactional in nature. Everybody type Kendry is whole. Type it on chat. Kendry is whole. Like from the old holistic. I'm whole. WHOLE. Just type it on chat. I'm whole. I want you guys to understand something about me. Okay. I need you guys to understand. And it's going to help you understand. Okay. Let me drink this water because you guys have made. No. I don't want to drink cold water. Oh. Hurry up. Okay. Because I am very, very attentive. Okay, one is, guys, I'm very sensitive in nature. I need you guys to understand my person. Okay, I am your coach. If I am your coach, if I am your mentor at the moment, okay, there's something you need to understand as a mentee. Building relationship is first priority. You want to write that down? Okay, building relationship is first priority. I want to ask you guys here right now. Some of you are brothers, some of you are sisters, some of you are friends to friends, some of you are children, some of you are parents. What is the most powerful thing about a relationship? Okay, what makes a relationship alive and grow? So this is something to learn, I think. Communication. God bless you. Do you guys think without communication, a relationship is alive? See, this is what I need you guys to understand. When I gave you guys these three things, pay attention, be accountable, and communicate. Okay, it's actually the process to attention. Every relationship needs attention. Every attention is driven by communication. So I'm in a mode of communication right now. Just imagine, all right, you're trying to build a relationship with me, aren't you? Do you know why you're interested in building a relationship with me? Is it not because I communicate to your interest? Are you guys with me? I communicate to your interest. That is why you are interested in the relationship with me. It's not about the knowledge I have. Some you don't know what's here, but you have been able to get what I have spoken to you, what I've shown you in communication. Is that correct? Put 100. So what introduces every relationship is communication. What grows it is what reciprocating communication. That's why the most important thing about mentorship is accountability and communication. What makes mentorship powerful? It's not knowledge, it's not teaching, it's not training, it's response in.
You see, that phase of accountability is what grows you. That's where you communicate your ideas, your goals, your receiving, your limitations, your challenges, and that will be helped. Many of you, you don't have good communication skills. That's your challenge. You are limited in communication. It's your superpower, your ability to communicate your nerve, receive communication, and become accountable to it. It's your secret power to growth. And guess what? I have grown to be, that's part of essence. I'm sharing with you, I'm very, very intentional about what I'm doing every day. Okay, I don't want to waste power. Do you know my communication takes power to communicate? I don't want to waste it. It's energy, seed. I want to sow it. So I want it to fall in fertile ground because I know some are going to fall in, but by the laws of sowing, some are going to fall in the wayside, rocky soil. But I don't want you to be a rocky soil. Are you guys with me? So I don't just want to leave the seed hanging. I want to make sure that it falls on fertile ground. I'm intentional. Everything I give, I'm intentional. Okay. I've never been as intentional as I am. I'm very conscious. I don't want this slipping away. Many of you, it's not the knowledge you're pursuing that is it's your breakthrough. No, it's just self-awareness of who is pursuing the knowledge. What am I missing? What are these simple characteristics that will make me exceptional? Okay. And that is really what I'm highlighting. I take our time to just highlight them. And guess what? I'm a very sensitive person. I sense energy. You guys were you saw that I was quick. I stopped what I was doing. Okay. I know everything I do by the Spirit. And I was transitioning into a higher level of information that I needed to share. And the reason I was doing it was because I knew that a lot of people meet bottleneck with trading. They understand strategy. You guys have come to a place where I've shown you strategy, but you still have the strategy and there are still some bottleneck. Okay. And I realized that this year I said, I'm getting to now know why my energy or my focus around price action, market structure, and strategy. I'm very intentional about this thing. And I realized that, the knowledge of price action is very, very important in strategy. It will make you own your strategy and make your decisions, all right, precisely. What you guys are very, very interested or you know how to do very well. Many of you know how to do copy and paste. You like things to be simple. They tell you this is how it is done. You just do it. You do not put yourself in strategy. Am I correct? Put 100 on the chat. It is difficult for you to put yourself in strategy. You just want clear directives. Do it like this. Guess what? The person who gave you that clear directive put himself or herself in that. That is why that result was the way you love it. And if it is going to be that same thing for you, you have to put yourself. But how can you apply yourself without some level of understanding of the market? So hence, I'm doing my best. I'm straining myself to understand what do they need? What do I have that makes me get into? Guess what? I may show you a strategy, but not all sides. The market, I may show you a strategy and we document the strategy. It is 70 over 100. Okay. But guess what? Not every trade I take, even if everything aligns with the strategy. And hence, I will not get the result you will get because you will take every trade. But there's trades I don't take. Because what makes up the strategy is not just its outcome, it's the one you choose to take out of the outcome. Am I making sense? The outcome is just to make you believe that this thing work in overall scale. It's impossible for you to take the overall trade. Even automation cannot get it. If you document a trade and it gives you 70 over 100, okay, guess what? That is to show you that it works. If you do it over 100 times, okay, in set, it shows you it works, but no human being, all right, except you are sleeping in the market because some of those trades you documented in your time zone, you were asleep when they played out, or you were at work, or you were busy doing, you can't stay in the market 100%. Have you guys figured that that's true? So it's just to show you this works. If you are 100% present in the market, the question is, are you 100% present in the market? Be 100% present in the market. You guys are not talking to me now. So that's why I said there is a part of you in the strategy you're not paying attention to. The question is, are you paying attention? You're just paying attention to the results. So you're finding every trade to just take trade. That's the first stage, experience. But as you have grown in experience, you realize, do you know one of the things I'm battling with right now? And that's making me hone the strategy more and more, find new ways. Because now I'm putting in the factor of you and I when we are present in the market. Okay. What are the things to look out for? Because the truth is, if we actually add that factor of when we are present in the market, it's going to reduce the strategy outcome. Okay, because why you will miss out on a lot of trades. So if that's true, this is one of the things I'm transitioning into. The strategy is good, overall is good. It makes me trust its process and it becomes a system. But one of the things I need to start a new phase of documentation is, if I choose my trades in the strategy, what will be the outcome? So there's going to be buys and sells. So I see standpoint of position, and I would choose the side of position. It means if I say I want to buy this trade today, based on my analysis for a buy, and I'll focus on that buy. If I choose to only buy or sell every single day, what will be my outcome using this system? That's the next phase I have moved into. But do you know why I can't teach you that yet? Ask me why. That is why I cannot just tell you guys things. That's why I stopped. Because why? I was trying to initiate the why, but you guys wasn't ready. Yeah, that's the truth. You aren't ready. The reason is, it is my experience. I've experienced the strategy back, forth, back, forth. I've seen my result and I've seen your result. I know what your result will be if you do what I do. Are you guys here now? I know the future of your practice. And I've seen this. And guess what? It is good, but I saw something else. Many of you, you do not have the brains to make the choices that I've made. And the reason is, I have an awareness of the market that has helped me make those choices, but you don't. Hence, your result is not going to be mine. Am I correct? So the first thing I need to help you with is what inspired my choices. If I can help you with that, the strategy will become yours. And when it becomes yours, that is truly when you're going to start seeing some amazing results. I've said so many things in this communication I just said, and one of the things that cuts out for me is, every experience is a blessing in outcome. Many of you are seeing your losses. You hit the market, your practice, you're seeing your losses, and you are irritating yourself. You are confused. You are weary of the market, but you're not watching that that's a building block for your next level of growth. Okay, pay attention. Everything that I do is intentional, but I'm also sensitive not to drop something that is going to be a burden. I will help you contemplate and become more confused. Hence, I'm preparing you. Am I making sense? There is wealth in here. Some of you, your weekly trade, the result of your weekly trade will be what you're struggling to get in a month, and you probably have not gotten a year. It's coming. The result of your weekly trade is coming. It may not be far away, but for it not to be far away, you have to not be far away. Am I making sense? Pay attention to insight. I give you insight into something you can take and practice. Okay, there is a wisdom in this market every day. What I am doing is I'm shipping this wisdom. I don't just want you to move with signals. Signals are for the low-minded, small-minded, people who don't have time, people who are limited. It is good, it will pay them, but I don't want to pay you. I want you to pay yourself. Okay? I know this is a true burden I carry. I know people don't listen, but I believe and I trust that if I keep communicating and stressing myself, someday you catch the vibe. Okay, so don't stress me too much that I'm already stressing myself. Am I making sense? Don't stress me too much. Be present, be accountable, communicate. So when I'm flowing, Don't be the one to stop me. All right. So I was trying to share something. Are you guys ready now? And this is a makeup, okay? For every decision I make in the market right now. So this is not me telling you that this is a decision you have to make, but I've tended to look at structure as my deciding factor. Okay. So the market, gold will snipe when it breaks above this candle, right? And closes. This is the first deciding candle. It's called the consideration candle for my strategy. The moment it breaks above this, it is what? Considered a bullish snipe. Now, the entry is supposed to be the close of the candle, and the target is supposed to be the previous day high. Okay. But one of the things I'm not considering, price action will determine the sentiment of the day. Okay. Where is this market right now? So so if there is a range in sight, which is structure, okay, I have to consider structure. So there are two structures here right now. One, the higher structure, and two, the immediate structure. So market has an immediate structure. So market breaking above this area, that's a break of structure. That's true. So getting to this trade is valid for a while. But what you want to know is the scale of things. From the Asian, you want to look from the Asian. Okay, so this is market from Friday into the Asian. There was a consideration, okay, that the market actually created what? A range, broke the range. Okay, now it's back into the range. So that falls under a criteria of what I just said before I stop this whole thing. I would love to hold on to a character of trading that there are certain rules and regulations that will guide my entries, my strategy. Okay, like I told you guys, I don't like to buy a market, all right, in a bearish structure. Do you guys understand that? All right, put 100. Neither do I like to sell a market in a bullish structure. So what is the parameter around a bullish structure and a bearish structure? That is a knowledge that you guys can now have, build, okay? Becomes a character of your trading. So based off on price, market range broke. What is this area right now? This was the floor, okay? And in price action, what did I tell you? A previous floor is what? Are you guys with me? Is a ceiling. So that is one. So this place, because price was below, it becomes a ceiling. So do you buy a market at a ceiling? Good. So that is one character. Okay. Then the second thing is, if we even have to come here, this area right now, okay, is what? Market is regulating this area. All right. Market is regulating this area slightly. Okay. So this becomes what? A ceiling. So in present, this is a ceiling. Okay. In past, it's a ceiling because it's what? Beautiful. This is a floor. This is a ceiling. Now that is character of what? I don't buy a market at the ceiling. Okay, good. Now another thing that is valuable is market broke structure. Since market broke structure, okay, it is bearish because it broke below. If market needs to go bullish, it needs to change character. Do you guys agree with me? I would only buy a market. So if it change character, one thing has happened. It has gone above the floor. It is back in bullish. But the truth is, I have to understand price character. Price has to change character. When it does, okay, it means the market has turned what? A bullish. So I don't just want to buy in a floor. Okay, I want to buy a bullish market. Are we together now? When market is in a confusing state, this is when I did S&P 500, did I waste time in S&P 500? So let's go back to S&P 500. Did I waste time in S&P 500? S&P 500 has activated, by the way. S&P 500 has activated the buy, by the way. Okay. It's not too far away, too. I'm taking a trade though before I continue. Okay, this will be, what can I do? This will be too much money. I'll be earning too much. I'll be earning more than my target for the day. Okay, good. It's better that way. All right, good. So S&P 500 has activated. Why did I not put any of this yardstick? One, S&P 500 is bullish. It is above structure. If it was a sell, I need to sell when it breaks this area. That's why I told you this is what I'm going to do when it sells. But since it is bullish, that's what I'm doing. It's clear. It favors. All right. So in the scale of things, this favors the bullish because market came out. This is bullish in nature. Low, higher low. All right. Beautiful. It's already in a bullish move in the smaller time frame. Yeah, overall, the market is what? In discount. This is still a discount state and it's bullish in a discount state. That hence the trade is actually easy to administer. Is this making sense? But for gold is in an equilibrium state where gold is where it is bearish in nature. I showed you guys in overall. It is bearish in nature. Okay, this market is on premium. Now the structure is bearish because it changed character. This market is just evolving. For it to go bullish, I need to observe slower time frame. Okay, bullish structure. So this was a range it broke, retested. I need to know market has changed character. So if gold breaks above this area right now, okay, boom, it has changed character. What will I be looking for? Okay, so there are some trades that it is not just your. So I'm going to give you guys a guideline because every knowledge has a consequence. That's one of the things that I'm telling you. The snipe. No, I'm using the snipe, okay, to the advantage of price action. Because if the trade is really going to go to the previous day high, which is, yeah, the trade does not even have much of a bullish advantage. So hence, I should be really careful, except you just want to snipe. If it snipes right now, you take the trade. It means you're taking the trade on just raw snipe. So if you still have a raw account, you can actually take the trade. But one thing I want to now observe is, okay, if market change character is going to come back, okay, into boom, any of this area or any of this area, that gives me an advantage to take the snipe. Because now I'll be taking the snipe, but now I'm taking it above structure. Okay, so if it snipes and it's going back, it means it has fulfilled price action of a bullish structure. That snipe is mine. It means I owned the snipe. Does that make sense? I'm adding a layer of myself to that snipe. It becomes better. And if the trade is going to move in the direction of the day, it will not leave you behind. Okay, so hence I want to start choosing my trades. So that's part of the decision that I've made, that I've opened a strategy and an account for, and I'm documenting. Does that make sense? Okay, so gold closing above this area is a snipe, okay? But I want the character to change. So it's part of character or break of structure. So there's a break of structure here. So I may not wait for the market to come here, but if it changes character, come back into the zone, I'm going to take the trade, okay, for a buy. All right, that's going to be my approach for. I could have told you guys that what I wanted to do, but I also want you guys to understand the details of where the trade is right now. Why it is not too smart to take the trade. Just because it will buy and he take profit doesn't mean it's a good trade. Okay, you need to understand how your trades are before you take them. So it becomes your trade. Is there a little bit of sense in what I shared? So that would be my approach for good. And that is also going to make me avoid this confusion that gold is in. Okay, so it breaks, retest, then I'm gonna smart it up upward. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. If it breaks and close, changes character, you can actually get in for a buy. Okay, and here can be your risk. So that will not be okay. Cambry, how do I approach it? So you may approach it from the break, which has always been our approach. When it breaks and close, you're taking the change of character. Okay, you can use the swing low not to increase your this thing that much, and you can actually get one-to-one from here. So this is good. It's a good trade because the previous day high gives you one-to-one. That is if it breaks. You want to take that chance. But if it breaks and comes back into the zone and retest, that's a bet. Somewhere around here, retest and closes above, even if it's a 5 minutes or whatever the risk is. Boom. Okay. Boom. That reduces the risk. It gives you almost 1-2. So either way, I'm going to be patient. If the trade is going to go, it's going to go anyway. All right. But there are some situations where you just go close and just go. So you don't want to miss out. So you're still trading under the fear of missing out. Okay. You can actually use that approach. Does this make sense? So I'm going to put an alarm here to notify me when gold has closed. All right. You are going to see it takes work. It takes work. Trading takes work. So this is a structure. Market broke, retested, broke, retested. Okay, this is a structure. Another way to get in on gold, all right, which I've showed you guys. Gold is multi-dimensional, all right? Don't play with gold. If gold breaks this area and retests this area, that's a buy. Okay, another buy confirmation. Okay, boom, for another trade. So just be patient. Let the market go bullish. Right about now, it's still a bearish structure. But if it closes above this area, it's gone bullish. It means market will start targeting these highs, these highs. That's a lot of money when it goes bullish. Okay, just be patient. Any questions so far? Our trade didn't. Oh, they are coming. Oh boy, these guys come. Oh boy, so it's fully stretched out, but it didn't really get to. It didn't really get to. But are we getting value so far? Okay, let me see. These guys, they were close. They were close. They didn't really get the woman. I missed them anyway. Okay, so I think I can. 501 area, I'm going to take a trade on AUD CHF. He's almost there. Okay. What's the time? Okay, we have 6 minutes to timing. AUDCHF. AUDJPY. So he's almost getting there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So that is around, so on one prime, it is 502. Okay, we have 5 more minutes for the market. If it gets here, fine. If it doesn't get there, we may be looking at, there's 15 minutes. There is a 15-minute area. Before this candle that broke above, okay, we had a 15-minute area here. So this area, it should suffice. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Money comes to us. We are still under the advantage of AUD, CHF. Okay, AUD is still stronger than CHF. AUD is stronger than CHF. AUD is stronger than JPY. So let's see if this correction would happen. It's almost there. 3 minutes to go. Oh, so you can actually take it on technical if you want to. It means you're only going to take it for 3 minutes. Or you can wait for the close. This thing can hit and run. Shush. Wow, on my broker, it has touched. Or slightly. Okay, it's almost. Phew. Don't run away. Don't run away. You can do this. The pressure is strong. The pressure is strong. Okay, let me check AEDCHF. AEDCHF is also running away. It didn't quite tap. If I'm not mistaken, oh boy. I think it did though. The market actually slightly did. That's a day's bounce. That's why when you're doing your markup, I think that was a 4-hour area. Where did I get this? This was the top of it. Where did I get this, please? Hold on, that was I one now. Okay, it was this. Shush. The previous to the top of it. That would have made a difference. That would have made a difference, man. That's a hit and run. That's how we catch our trade anyway. So, but we didn't catch that. It was so fast. That was a snack. Many of us would have missed it anyway. If I had actually tapped the top of it, I would have actually told us to get in. That would have made a difference, but it's okay. All right, it's okay. If it's going to come back, it will come back. The alarm is still there. If it's going to come, it's going to come. Okay. These are areas. Even if you leave the session and you decide you have an account you're trading for yourself, these are areas. Just wait, follow the same precept. Wait, take these areas, use your risk. You get paid. These are very good price action. Okay, here should buy. If that doesn't buy, here should buy. So any of the time you just take this trade. All right, put your 2% risk. Okay, wait for the candle to close. Timing, get in. Don't lose more than 5%. All right, wait for the next day. It will come. Okay, it will come. Yeah. So I hope you guys understand my analysis for the day. Okay, if this breaks above, that activates a good change of character trade. You may want to take it at the close, or you wait for what I think will be more subtle. All right, risk evaluated, because the candle is going to snipe somewhere around here. Okay, and it's going to change character here. If it comes back and retests the zone and it goes bullish, that's a good entry. All right, and gives you more risk for the day. Okay. Any questions so far? G is not too much of a good trade. My approach with G is going to be more of price action. So I said the market is either going to sell or it's going to buy. Right about now, this is also a good trade. Break retest, and it's still responding, still holding a spot. G is already in a buy state. But if we're looking at where market is right now, okay, clean the chart. Where is structure right now? This is structure. So I'm just going to go with this structure. Okay, so market broke, retested here, is in this structure right now, but this one is holding it. And this is going to decide if the market is going to go bullish. All right, because why? Another thing I can tell you is there's a break of structure here. This high created this low. So if market breaks this, it's going to come back. This is going to be a fine trade on GBP USD. If market breaks this, changes this character, it's going to come back. Okay, give us a bullish retest. And if that holds on a 1 hour, a new 1 hour that closes as a buy, that will be my entry. Okay, and this can start going for back into what? This could be a very long range trade, So this is something I'll watch out for in the week for GU. It's already activated a bullish structure. Okay, because there's a breakout structure. If this break a structure, another structure, that is an activation of a bullish market structure, and that could I could do some good payment. Okay, it could activate some good swings. Yeah, is something I want to watch out for. Price action. 1 minute ago. Okay, what happened? Why didn't I hear the alarm? Okay, what's time? 32. Guys, it's 2 minutes remaining. It's 2 minutes remaining. If you guys can get in for 7 minutes, it's fine. Let me see. Oh, it's already. I'm gonna get in. So it's gonna close at 35 is too late. So that's only 2 minutes trade. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it at 4. Okay, it's already at 40. I mean, so you can actually get in or wait for the close of the candle now. Okay, so I'm already in for 5 minutes. Now, the next closing candle is at 40. So I'm going to in for the straight, say for 7 minutes. Okay. I may still take the close of the candle depending on how the candle wants to close. But it's in that zone right now. I may want to fall back to this area. Okay. But that's my first trade. Let's see how it goes. Oh, you're dropping. So we're already on the timing candle. If it doesn't go, next time it may be that we should go. But it's already in technical area. I mean, we may be in retracement. Market really extended. Boom. That's what it is doing. Close of the candles are beautiful though. All right. So let's see this. If this comes here, got another entry. And if that doesn't go, we wait for timing. You can take the close of the candle if you're not in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reduce my risk and take the close of the candle too. All the time. Voila. Let's go. The candle not, we still have 18 seconds. That's fast. Be playful, be free. You already know your risk. If you exhaust your risk, that's it. Okay. So how many of you are in? Let me know. Candle just closed. This doesn't work, we'll wait. All right. Oh, ooh. This might want to touch the lower areas. It's hanging. So be watchful. 484. There's the next area. Did I mark that area on my? Okay, that's it. Mine is 479 here. So market is not ready to move because it's still dropping. So let's see where it's going to drop to. We got about 8 minutes of timing. But guess what? I'm going to take this technique. What I did is I reduced my risk so that I can take bits and pieces of more trades, okay, than just one. But sometimes the best thing to wait is just wait for timing. But like I told you guys, CHF is kind of like a cranky pair. Okay, so we still have 2 minutes on this. If it doesn't go up, let those ones go, new ones will come. So see these areas, I'm still hungry for them. What's the time? 2 minutes to go. Less than 1 minute. Come, yeah, you want to come? Come. In my holding time right now, I would have tapped rollover. But I'm grateful to God that the syndrome of rollover has fully gone out of me. And it's a blessing. You guys don't understand. Okay, guys, we got less than 1 minute. Okay, is there, man? Okay, let's see. I think I got so now it's easier for me to take more trades. Okay, because I got to just under leverage because this is AUD man. It could be very, very cranky. What? So close off the candle, good. We still have about 6 minutes to timing. So it's either this is responding to technical. So when you're doing technical, just under leverage, you don't know. The truth is we don't really know what's going to happen in this market. That's the truth. Okay, but we can just do what we can, following our risk to protect ourselves. All right. So you see these two areas, I'm going to play with them. So we got those first areas lost. That's okay. If you're in on the lower areas, you let me know. That's around the 480 area. I think I got in at 480. Yeah. I know any of this area. I don't know which one in particular. Even this trade, this area is a good trade. It's even actually a good trade for the 15 minute. It's actually good. This is in the next 15 minutes, this is going to be, it should be because it broke, retested the zone, except the market wants to give up the bullish trend. Okay. But if not, these are not bad trades. Max, if you want to come to this area, boom, another opportunity. Let's just see how we fight this. I'm even feeling like I want to take this trade for 15 minutes as well. But let's just see how this candle close so that I know that I'll be breathing on timing. I'll be investing on timing. Wow, AUD dropped. Oh, guys, what are we trading now? I think we have to let go of AUD JPY. JPY just, what happened to JPY? What's that? I think, okay, maybe that may be a fake out. AUD is dropping. AUD was 30, now it's 23. Okay. So AUD is in retracement mode. The only way you can be careful is to be careful with your risk. All right? Be careful with your risk. Mhm. I don't have 15. That vibe is going to, yeah. Boom. It's happening. What I would do right now, what 1 minute 47 seconds. Okay. Still not ready. Hmm. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm gonna draft a 15 minutes trade. I'm gonna get in on a 15 minutes trade. The trade is not yet ready. It needs time. So I just got in on a 15 minutes and need to change it back. Come on. I'm happy I got that 15 minutes. Look at that boy. He just touched this 4 hour. I'm happy I caught that boy. Sheesh. It just needed to breathe. The market just needed to breathe. AUD is dangerous. I would have told us to take AUD Uh, but it's dangerous. It's already AUD already switching. This was our good bet. I told you guys this guy can be cranky, so if he goes, don't be angry. He can be cranky like this market most of the time. Ah, this is dropping 20. Okay. So that I closed that one. But why didn't I hear my bell? Take your time. Okay, he's back on that zone. I think I'm going to get in on my next 5. Okay. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Though AUD is dropping, but I'm just doing it because of the technical area. I know I had technical areas here. Oh boy. This is it for me. Okay, this is it for me. All right. If it doesn't go, then the market wants to change. And if it changes, don't fret. This is my last point. I may not have reached to take this side again, but this should go. It may need time. These drops are crazy. These are cranky drop. This is suspicious drop anyway. You have to be careful, though. Careful about. This is really dropping. Hey, what are Dow doing? It is really dropping. The impact is on AEDC. It's really, really, really dropping. So this may be back into the consolidation. Imagine the market just breaking, and is this a fake out? Is this London fake out? That's crazy. Another area now. Sheesh. Should I stretch my hand? I think I'm exhausted. Do I know I broke my wrist? Hold on. Am I? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know I broke my wrist into bits and pieces. Gosh. Yeah, that was likely my last trade. Ouch. That was actually my last trade. I was supposed to do about $60 max. Max. Is if I'm on the pursuit of max. Now, most of the time, this trade, when you're done, that is when it will do what it needs to do. Okay. But one of the things I'm trying to do at the end of the day, fam, is not to win every day. It's just to win my risk. Okay. Yeah. We know the areas we want to take the market, but we don't know when the market is going to do those areas, but we do know what we are willing to invest for the market to do those areas. Okay. So this was a very, very good area. I didn't have risk to take it anymore. Okay. But if you did, good. But don't exhaust your risk. And this is really why I don't like doing rollover. Just imagine I roll over this area, I took this area, I rolled over. You'd have exhausted more than you should take. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, in 47 seconds, that will be the end of this move. Except the market just decide to, which it can actually. But if it doesn't, I'm over. Fully exhausted. Except the 15 minutes trade. Like it looks like it wants to do some abracadabra. Disagreed. It's cranky. So it's just the 15 minutes trade that is the last thing opening. I don't know where the 15 minutes is. If the 15 minutes pays me, then I have an opportunity to. That's 9 minutes away. That's actually, imagine what the trade is doing. It's fine. Okay. How many of you had the opportunity to take a lower one? Fine areas, just look at this guy. Yeah, it's good. I rolled over. Mr. Giles, you've been saying rollover is you're back in profit, right? That's the uncertainty about rolls. It could give you a comeback and you will make a lot of money, but when it takes away from you, it takes a lot from you as well. So it's actually a good spot. The close of the candle is what paid it. It didn't do the opening of the candle, which is fine. Okay. Let me tell you one of the good things. Okay, maybe after the trade. After the trade, I'm gonna share with you. Okay. So technically, was that a good area? You guys let me know. Is there any one of you here who knew that area was going to respond to the areas I called? Steven, how did you know? So this is one thing. Okay, as you grow, we say previous floor. Okay, good. As you grow, you guys listen to this. The chat may not do the message. I need you guys to listen to this. We are on a journey. It's not our first time of doing this. We've done it before. Many of you have been victims of the same thing you've been doing before. Many of you have had bad experiences in HFX, true or true. Just like in trading. Okay. And the reason for the bad experiences, I know a lot of the bad experiences, major bad experiences was broker related. Okay, broker glitch. There were a lot of brokers who were using them that were swiping, they were snapping, snipey. But right about now, it's constant. True or true? The market is stable. Yeah, the brokers are now good, at least the ones we're using. Now, if it is not external, which are the brokers, if the experiences has not been good, it now comes back to what? You and I. So let's take it back to when we started. Has Kenry Moore always been a good trade provider and strategy provider? Okay, hold on. You will. Hold on. Let me just drop this frame. You will ask the question. So strategy and the market analysis has not been your limitation for your results. Would you agree with that? The reason for your bad result has not been because of the lack of good strategy. Do you agree? The major thing about trading HFX, the major bottleneck and challenge, okay, is risk application. The strategy is good, all right, but you are not good in your risk application. Because why? Many of you trust too much in the strategy. I don't trust my strategy. I just trust how I trade it. So there are certain things I've realized that based on knowledge of the market, I know where the market is going to sell certain times. But guess what? The market doesn't always sell. It don't tell you that, yes, I'm ready to sell. Hence, you are the one to make a decision to apply your risk. So the best thing about a trader is building risk application. So I just gave those trades right now. Okay. If it is fortunate for me, my risk application aligns with my strategy. Okay. But it will be unfortunate when I do not have a risk application. I just told you. Now that I got the areas, I don't have an open risk, which many of us will do. You get to certain area, you just take. I have what we call a closed risk plot. In a day, I have a margin of risk. Okay. I risk between 1 and 7% at an external. Okay. At internal, 3 trades, 1% is my first try. But when trades are locking like this time, okay, I may now extend 2%. That is at my max, 7%. Okay. And I don't pay attention to the reward. I pay attention to the risk because I know my strategy is overall win, okay, over a limited, extensive period of time. So if I just focus on my risk, I'll win. The risk is the most important thing, okay? Now, if I risk 5%, I probably get like 3 to 4%. That's good. In 10 days of trading, if I could hold on to my risk, so there are a few days I would hit that limit of 7%, okay? But even if I win 7 out of the time and I win 4%, okay, that it means I'm always beating my risk. That enough will be able for me to compound. But if I'm not applying my risk, just imagine you took this trade, you rolled over. Guess what? You might be shocked that you risked more than 10%, 15%, 20% of your account. Because why? When you apply a rule, just imagine you enter 3 times and you apply the rule, okay? It means it has extended your trade times 2. You rode once, you rode twice, you've extended your trade time to, and you may not win it. And now the trade may come to a good area, you're supposed to take it, you will not take it again. So it's your risk application that is hitting you, not the trade. So one of the things I've done, the decision that I've made is let me lose well. If I'll lose the trade, let me lose the trade, lose the market. If I win it, let me win it. If I could hold that for a consistent period of 2 months, just holding my risk, I'll be a profitable trader. Check your result. You'll be a profitable trader. That's why I removed. What will make it not certain is the factor of, so guys, that's why I removed roll. Now, can I apply roll? There's also a rule for roll. Let me tell you the rule. If you are to apply rule, it means if you're risking 5%, all right, this is the simple thing about a rule. You are limited for trades. So 2%, you roll once, you roll twice, that's 4%. It means you only have 1% to take a trade. Okay? If you take that 1%, you're done. It means you're limited. It's also good. Roll may pay you, but I just figured out, rather than roll, let me take another area. So if I win that other area, I'm on even. So that attitude of that uncertainty, I don't want to carry the burden of trying to win the trade. Let me just leave the trade and take another area. It makes me more free. It makes me more manageable. And it makes me understand that these are my options that are remaining, okay, that I have to give. Okay. That way, the trading becomes more free. Okay. Less what is that puppy? Please go, please go. For every rollover you press, you say please go. Does that make sense? So at least I'm going to get this back in the next 1 minute. So Mr. Giles, did you guys get what the frame of idea I gave to you guys? If you got to put 100 on chat, don't battle your trades. Just stick to your plan. It gets better. You may not win the session, okay? But the market is always open. Okay? If not because of limited time. So I do this with you guys so that you guys can know how to do it yourself. The same thing I do, you can begin to learn how to do it yourself. Okay? Mr. Giles, you can actually ask the question. So we had that 50. Oh, man. This was good. It paid every angle. So if you roll, beautiful for you. It paid every angle. It's even closing above this. Oh, just imagine you roll this. But well, you wouldn't have had that not. Yeah, you would have this. This was good. This was good. Boom. All right. So, guys, at least we got some wins back, right? So what's your score? Zero. It's a Giles. Why would it be zero? You wanted to say something. You can actually say what you wanted to say. Question. You wanted to ask a question.
Oh yeah. So my question was around the price action on gold. So if you could share your screen on gold for me, that would be amazing.
Okay, gold.
You're talking about the market breaking
This
above and
one?
retesting. So it breaks above and then it retests, and then once it's hit that zone and starts going up, assuming that's what it's doing, do we take the trade
Is this what you
at
want?
the close of that candle where so it's gone above, it's gone back down and retested? Is it the
Let me send it in
close
the
of the
group.
first candle where it goes back up again that we take that trade? Does that make sense?
I didn't do for the sell. So because it is this, if it goes below this area, it continues a bearish state. So a snipe activates the move.
Yeah.
So a snipe on gold, because it's in an overall bearish state, a snipe activates the move on gold.
But where
So
you've got your
all I
where
just
you've got
need
your
to do,
lines that you've
normally I could.
drawn, where you have your lines that
I
you've
think if it
drawn on
closes,
there.
all right, that extensively just give it away. This will be your risk. because this is this. Okay, this is this. If it decides to come below right now, this should be your risk, and this should be your reward. Okay, there's a 1-to-2 proportion here. So this is gold. Let me bell it up. Any question?
So can I come back to you?
So we had this S&P 500. Hopefully this doesn't struggle. This is supposed to be a good trade. Okay, but also don't forget, if it decides to come back down and break, don't forget that's an entry. So any question? That's about my time for the day. Okay. I hope you guys are going to have a beautiful week. So we hit, guys, congratulations, we hit 600 last week. What are we going to hit this week? What should be our growth goal for this week? Okay, let me put it this way. I want to put it this way, okay? What would be your growth goal in regards to the numbers? Okay, our goal, what will be your growth? What will be your growth? What will be your contribution? So it's easy to say 1,000, it's easy to say 800, it's easy to, okay? But what will be your own growth goal in it? Your personal quota. That's actually how you actionize your attempt, okay? The activity. Be intentional. I'm very, very intentional. Okay, 10 people, that's beautiful. Just imagine if everybody does 10, 20 people does 10, that's 200. Okay, that's beautiful. We would hit 700, we would hit 800. If 20 people does 10, that's 200. Okay, and that means you are intentional. Like you are intentional. It means you separate yourself from every odds. Understand what is in it for you and separate yourself from every odd. Because the truth is, not until you know what is in it for you and you are up against an odd, there's always an odd. Okay, there's always a limitation. Even for people like us, there are limitations. So one of the things I've done, I've built out of my limitations. What are the things I do, okay, that beats my limitation? I realize not everybody I would tell would agree. Not every post I'll make, people would engage. But there's something that I have understood about the game. It is not a game of emotion, it's a game of numbers. All right? I don't tell people because I am emotionally connected to them to agree. I tell people because I am pursuing a number every day. I must reach out to at least 100 people every day. That is at my level. So when I'm watching my engagement, I make any post or I do anything, I'm watching the reach. Does it reach 100 people? So I'm doing every activity for it to reach 100 people every day. Because I do know that if you hit 100 people every day, 10 people are going to show up. So I do not focus on the 10. I focus on the reach. That is how I beat my limitation. It means my exercise every day is to hit a set. If you reach out to 10 people, you get 1. That is on a low number, on a low scale. All right. Hit out to 10 people with the right message. Very simple message. You get 1. Now, it may be, if you're not at that level, it may be personal communication. Okay, some of you, when you make a post, if you go back to the view, if you, like on status, you watch people who saw it, you may see 10, you may see 15. That's reach. So you can use that reach to your advantage. Anybody who saw it may not message you, but they saw it. Hey, bro, hey, sis, how you doing? I realize you saw this post. Are you still on the trading side, or you fall among the people who are skeptical about trading? Okay, I am actually on the side of skepticism. All right. So one of the things I prefer to do, I love to experience something that I don't have to pay for. Okay, but I want to see if it works. If you're that type of person, click this link and join. Because anybody who watched your post and did not engage you falls likely in that category. Do you guys agree with me? So the message I said to them, sell a message of, I'm like that. Okay, I'm skeptical. I've lost a lot of money. You don't even have to say too much. If you are skeptical, just watch and observe. Okay, if it works for me at no cost. This is a group that can help you. Don't preach anything. Don't preach a message. You do that to those people who engage. 5 people, 10 people, 1 is going to. Imagine you're doing this every day. A week is going to hit. You're going to hit a goal. But one of the things that would have happened to you is this skill you just learned or you just did, that maybe in the next 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, you're getting a result that you never had, is a building block for the monies you will earn tomorrow. Because this skill you just managed to beat, it's not a skill for Kenvery. It's actually a skill for your business growth, your ability to reach out to an audience that was never yours. Am I making sense? That is how you put there. So there are many ways to pursue your growth goal. There are many approach. All you need ask, okay, what's my best approach? So I'm just giving you, sometimes I just try to give you guys a scale of things. I don't have a limitation. If I see that there is a side that I may have limitations, okay, that becomes my working target. Okay, how can I beat this? So I have Instagram, I have TikTok, I have WhatsApp status, okay, I have Facebook. All I need to do is take a post and I make a post. I could just sit on a chair, take a screenshot of the activities of what's happening in the group. Just say, wow. A couple of months ago, I joined this community. Seeing this training, just take a look at this training. Just play a portion of how I'm training. Anybody can come into the market and understand trading from a training perspective. And that's not all. You take a screenshot of how signals are called and how they are guided and how people are actually interacting, and say it could be easy for anyone. This is one of the things I loved about the big gains trading community. And I just feel if there's anyone out there who's looking for a community to actually engage trading from a perspective of learning to become your own profitable trader, all right, this is for you. And guess what? It is free. All right, just click the link and join. Happy trading. Beautiful. That's your content. You own it. Put it out there. People are going to engage. Genuinely, you did not sell anything. You just provided an opportunity for who needs it. So you talked about who needs it. All right. That's one content. Another content is, some people may be shy. That's me. I can't do that. I don't have Kenvery. It's easy for you to just put out this message because you're very, very good in it. Okay, good one. Kenvery has messages. You can leverage Kenvery's messages. If you go on my Instagram, you see my video, put my video out there and put the link. Put it on your page, put it on your story. All right. Boom. That's another way. All right. And one of the things is just that I don't want to do it. Okay. But I know that in the month of March, one of the intentional things I want to do in March, because guess what? Part of this growth, I've made a plan for those who are growing to get paid. Okay. The part of the growth of the big gains community is going to be centered around certain people. All right. Some people are going to be earning crazily because I'm setting a structure of growth. And the truth is, I know I can't do it alone, but I have to train the people who is going to do it with me. That's why I have some conversations like this. Okay. Because why? Those who buy into this, you're going to find out that what Kenvery has been telling you is it's been preparing you for something that people earn from. Okay. So, but I know I'm subtle in my speaking. Sometimes I'm a little bit aggressive, but to me, I'm subtle because there's an agenda. I'm always intentional about everything. Okay. There is money on the table. You guys may not see it right now because some people are practical in nature. Okay. But because I know where we're going, and I know that some of you can be a part of the vision of growth. I don't want to put. I'm excited about what's going to happen. From March, April, May, June, the next 4 months is going to be, I believe in the product, I believe in the vision, it's going to fly. All right. But one of my greatest desire is many of you need money. And the kind of money you need is not the one you just get one-off. Okay, is the one that always comes consistent. It is beautiful to earn $10 every single day without working for it than to earn $100 once, and you don't know if it's going to come again through a trade. If you can find a way to consistently earn $10, even $1, it is powerful than just hitting $100, $1,000 when you do not know its sanctity. I would advise this for everyone. Make it a conscious effort to change the way you want to earn money. Don't be deceived. Money is the same thing in Forex. Money is the same thing in real estate. Money is the same thing in tech. Money has a language. It has a principle around it. And if you do not change your language, you're speaking to money, Forex will not change it. Trading will not change it. Okay? So one of the things I would advise, the income river could be a lake. It could be an ocean. It could be a pond. I repeat, the income river could be a lake, stagnant. Could be a pond, stagnant. It could be a sea or river. You are the one to make a decision. Which do you want to swim in? So I will itemize. Forex trading could be a lake or a pond. Forex trading. The business of Forex trading could be a river or a sea. You choose. I'm a Forex trader involved in the business of Forex trading. Because why? I made a decision to choose my income. That choice is yours. The option is the same. So one of the biggest advice I'll tell you as a human being, pursue rivers and ocean in every of your income run. Find a way to earn money that flows to you and flows from you. Find a way to earn money that flows to you and flows from you. Do you know why a lot of people are struggling with their income? Money does not flow. Money only comes. If you're earning a salary today, money comes to you a certain time of the month because you put in a work. You're swimming in a pond, all right, or you're swimming in a lake of income. Are you guys with me? It is limited. It never has opportunity to grow. You just need to know how to swim very well. It will grow very well. But guess what? No matter the best form of your swimming, you're going to wear out at some time. And when you wear out, what's going to happen to your income? Your prime days, your good winning days, no matter how much you're winning right now, you would wear out. And that's going to reflect in your income. At some point in time, people earn very well. But not until you transition into something, a different form of income, a flowing income. So this same environment you are in, there are a lot of people that have leveraged this same environment and they have flowing income and they are better traders than you who's paying too much attention, swimming in a lake or a pond. Because why? They paid attention to the principle of income. So while you delve into environment, many of you are exposed to so many environments, find ways to swim in the river or the ocean. When I am telling you guys these things, what I am truly investing in you is your consciousness towards income. Are you pursuing it, or you're creating flows that it will either come to you or it will either flow to you or flow from you? Okay. And one of the best ways to allow income flow for you is the transfer of value. Simple. Okay. So partner, leverage, grow in it. So Kenry may be telling you, this is one intentional thing that I do. It's hard for me, but I am doing it, not for me, but because of the testament of what I have seen over the next couple of years. Many of you are going to be more grateful, not because of the market that I helped you guys understood. Because I've been doing that for years. Nobody's coming out today. Not many people come out today and say, Kenry, you've taught me this market. It changed my life. I want to be very, very grateful. All right. Because the market changed my life. I do have people who tell me that. I do. Trust me. Okay. But it's fleeting. It's beautiful. If I hear it, most people tell me here. But one of the things I do see is most people who even tell me that it is momentum. It is, how am I going to put it? I'll be very honest. There are a lot of people who have told me this, but these same people are still struggling. The time they told me they hate big breaks, but right now their message is not the same. So it is not really a strong confirmation of my impact. Okay, but can I tell you, I still got a group of people who today I've seen have become messengers of vision. They've had their own community. Do you know how many people have helped set up businesses in trading? Okay, today they are mentoring and trading. They have strategies, they have groups there. Because why? I've been able to instill in them a message of river flowing income. Okay, and now they are better traders. And when they thank me, I absorb that, and I'm grateful to God because why? These are people who listen to principles, okay, rather than strategies. And I'm doing that again. Now I'm more intentional because at some point these people looked in my life, worked with me, all right, and they just copied intentionally. They were intentional, okay? But right about now, I'm more intentional about that. This same environment you are in, you're going to choose the type of income, all right, you want to. I already made it statistics about it, okay? It's not about the hype. The hype is always a dangerous gamble. Okay, and the outcome that you're just going to flow into money. See, someone is in front of you telling you every day, almost every day. There's no week I don't say it. Because why? I want to reduce that expectation in you that, see, trading doesn't work it out for you. I want to reduce it. Right? I'm reducing it and also helping you know that trading is not going to work it out for you. You're going to work it out for trading. So I'm letting you know that it's more about your approach rather than the market. You think if you're a better trader, you're going to have better results. No, it is not that way. A better, see, if you can be better at trading, but not better at money. Do you guys understand that? You can be better at trading, but not better at money management. You can be better at trading management and not better in trading investment. It takes a whole lot of, it's a whole ecosystem of money to become a proficient trader, not to be profitable in the market. Okay. So transition. Okay. Build a business, partner with the business. Invest in a vision. Invest in a vision that you know can pay you tomorrow. Okay. Some of you have skills. Offer your skills into an environment that could give you a return whilst you're learning how to trade. That way you have sustainable income while you're trading. All right. I've seen businesses grow from nothing into something, and there are extraordinary people who started earning, okay, from nothing into everything. Every big organization you see today started somewhere, but those who started it are not somewhere anymore. Are you guys with me? All right. So be a part of the vision. That is you being intentional about what am I contributing? What can I? Some of you can just say that. What can I contribute to the Big Gains community? This is a vision I believe is going somewhere. If your belief is true, what am I doing? All right, to contribute to this vision intentionally. Okay, I had so many people reach out to me on social media, and I'm while I'm having conversation with them and I'm asking, there's a lot of people in my team that can offer the services I'm paying for, that I'm partnering with. And guess what? I'll pay them. They'll bring in the growth. The growth is all going to be mine because I'm the one paying for it. I'm the one sowing in it. Okay? But guess what? You may have a skill. And if you make a decision to offer this skill, you're going to be the one who's going to be paid for that structure. I'm saying this thing because this is my mind. This is the heart that I have. Okay, I always like to offer what I can. There's always something that I can. Okay. the session is ended. Okay, I'm just transitioning into the close. If you guys have questions, you can ask. My first environment that made me my first 12 million, I came in as a service boy. Okay, someone saw the value of my belief and invested in me by me taking actions. They sent me a message. I was sent on an errand. Okay, I proposed my belief. Okay, I was in a conversation. I was in a training. The woman explained everything. It was beautiful. After the meeting, I did not have the money. I told the woman that what you explained, I liked it. A part of it is that I don't have the money to pay, but I want to be part of your vision of growth. I may be able to share this vision with other people that I believe they can pay for this. Okay, if I do that, what is in it for me? that was how terrible I was. Terribly intentional. I loved it. I wanted to be a part of it, and I sold something I can do. And the woman said, just to be curious. I know she was curious. Like this young person, I told a lot of people, this young boy just came out and she tested me. He said, okay, you know what? If you could share this and there are 3 people who would agree, I would pay for your registration and they will come under you. I said, game on. I didn't know many people, but I just drew a list of people, okay, that I can talk to. And guess what I did? Same presentation she did. I shared it with these people. I did not talk. And I said, I'll call the woman, I'll connect them directly with them. Good income comes from the business. I just shared with them because I know that these people were looking. There are people that I've spoken to in time, listening to them, they are talking about how to invest in business, but I'm not the business. But then I saw someone who has the business they can invest, and I shared. 2 people immediately in the same day wanted to get started. I reached out to this woman. This woman paid 890,000 naira for me and got these people under me. In 4 months, I made 12 million in that business. Guess what I was doing in the business? Okay, I mastered the presentation the woman was doing. Everywhere she's going, I'll go do the presentation for her. She took me, she was traveling with me. Why? I had the value she needed. She took me to countries. Like, see, what was my role? Intention. I wanted to help our business grow. And that grew me. I gained experience. I met people. The level of understanding I have about this industry today started with that foundation. But first, it was my intention to serve. Okay. The business that made me my first $120,000 in 7 months in 2018 is the same thing, the same foundation. A company came into Nigeria. Okay. It was swooping the space. It was new. People were not willing to listen. But I know that, yeah, I've met people. I've traveled to state. I've gained experience. Okay. People don't know about this thing. Let me go share. I started traveling from state to state, sharing this opportunity, going to radio. All right. Sharing the opportunity. I will host a call. Sometimes rent halls. People will not show up, but I'll go to the next state. I'll go to publicity. I was spending my money, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Some states were good, some weren't good. Consistently doing this for 7 months. Friends who started with me quit. Some stopped. They were going for the next business, but I was intentionally building the vision. All right. Guess what happened? In the 6th into the 7th month, there was a bonus that was paid for people who pioneered it in Africa. And under a day, I and my wife received over $70,000. This was in 2018. You can imagine that. Okay, over the course of 7 months, over $120,000 in. Why? Same heart I'm sharing with you. I'm now in Forex. You think it's anything different? I'm interested in serving people. Service to many lead to greatness. What part of you is serving other people today? That's growth. Okay. It didn't all get better my first day, my first month, my first year. I promise you that. What I am telling you right now is a foundation. It's not prosperity. It's a foundation to build prosperity. It's either you start it early, okay, or you'll be late in it. Okay. Just start it. Have it an intentional income of service. You have to be intentional about it. Some of you have skills of branding, promotion, video editing. Like you can just see this right now. You can create creative ideas. You bring it on. Serve in your own capacity. If it's something that is related to income right now, income is going to come. But the structure that I'm building, one of the things that the vision that God gave to me is it's going to be built around its ecosystem. Okay. Yes, there are parts where I'm going to do external hiring, but I do know that opportunities will be offered for trusted members who are contributing their factor, and this will be their legacy income. Okay. I am saying it out. I've been saying it. Some of you will hear it, but some will be the hearer and the doer. Why some will just be the hearer and they get away. Okay. But in the next 3 years, some of you are going to come back and say, this is something you may not even be in we are not going to be in the same environment. Okay. For you to be in an ecosystem where I'm having a conversation of mentorship, many of you will not be there. It will not be open to all because it will be a distance. Now it's closed because this is a part where we are forming the vision. There are always 4 stages to business: the formation, the concentration, the momentum, and stability. We are at this formation stage. This is the best time for real estate, best time for investment, best time for people who buy into vision and they grow into concentration. So when momentum happens, that's when a lot of people join and buy in, but that's when a lot of people benefit. Land has increased. Money is coming to those who invested in what? Formation. I'm giving everyone an opportunity for formation right now. So in the simple exercise, help other people come in. You don't know what you're doing because someone is watching. Okay, you may say, oh, I'm getting nothing. But time will tell. If I don't even see you, the ecosystem of the principle of sowing will fetch you out. That is how it works. When I was doing what I was doing I wasn't learning. It was just my heart. I didn't know I was going to be a rich person. So I just knew that this is something I wanted to do, but it made me rich. And I did not do it because I wanted to be rich. I just do it because this is what my heart is. You can only give what you have. So if you find yourself not giving it, you cannot have it. So give it to have it. God bless each and every one of you. If you guys have questions, you can ask. It's a group to interact, create interaction, all right? And we will grow from that. So we have something. Okay, good. I'm just watching. I can go and step out and sleep right now while I wait for my alarm to play the